Hi, come join me in singing our welcoming song this morning. You are welcome here, wherever you're going to, wherever you're coming from. You are welcome here. You are welcome here, wherever you're going to, wherever you're coming from. You are welcome here, 'cause it's house of love, a house of hope and dreams. It's a house of love, and you are welcome here, 'cause it's a house of love, a house of hope and dreams. It's a house of love, and you are welcome here. Now we'll do it in Spanish. Bienvenido aquí, doquiera que vayas tú, doquiera que vengas hoy. Bienvenido aquí, bienvenido aquí, doquiera que vayas tú, doquiera que vengas hoy. Bienvenido aquí, a este lugar de amor, de sueños e ilusión. Este lugar de amor, bienvenido aquí, sea este lugar de amor, de sueños e ilusión. Este lugar de amor, bienvenido aquí. Welcome.
Good morning, and welcome to Chalice Unitarian Universalist Congregation. We are a community of diverse beliefs, nurturing the liberal religious spirit and united by our desire to grow in love and in service. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever your life's journey, you are welcome here. Whether you gather with us every Sunday, only occasionally, or if this is your first time especially, we're very pleased you're here, and welcome. I'm Alice Dodd, the worship associate today, and our service is led by our minister, Reverend Sharon Wylie. Our worship musician is Tim McKnight, and our song leader is Tom Karlstrom. Our tech team is Hope Campbell and Sarah Komnick. And our greeters are Susan Spoto and Wendy Metzger. Reverend Sharon, Tom Karlstrom, and I have passed a rapid test, and I think a few others too. I saw them in there. So you'll see us leading worship without a mask. Welcome to our Sunday worship service, to those here in the chapel and those watching at home on Zoom. We welcome children in our community here in our worship. And please talk to our Director of Family Ministries, Kathleen Swift, to learn more about our programs for children. Childcare for our youngest children is always available during our services. Today is our monthly all-church worship service, when we worship together in ritual and story, moving our bodies and celebrating the joys of our diverse community. For those in the chapel, you'll notice that we have the windows open to ensure good air circulation in the room. And there are also 4 air purifiers. But if you feel uncomfortable for any reason, feel free to step out in the courtyard, and the speakers out there will allow you to listen to what's going on inside. And we're always delighted to see newcomers joining us. As a newcomer, you might be interested in the groups and activities that we offer. A good way to get this information is through our email newsletter and e-news calendar. Online newcomers will receive an email invitation to join our email list after the service. In-person newcomers, if you haven't already given us your email address when you signed in, please share it before you leave. Our weekly email is the best way to get information about the many groups and activities we have going on here. Our service today is unusual. It celebrates the Neo-Pagan holiday of Imbolc, which falls halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. The goddess Bridget, the greatest of Celtic divinities, is the goddess of poetry, healing, everything high and elevated, such as wisdom, excellence, perfection, high intelligence, sort of like your mother. And she's also associated with the heart of your home. Today, we are invited to learn more about and receive blessings from her. Now, let's take a breath together.
We acknowledge that our service is taking place on the stolen territory of the Kumeyaay, meaning humans or people, and the Payamkawishim, meaning Western people. A land acknowledgement works to undo the intentional erasure of Indigenous people and to support the resilience and strength that all Indigenous people have shown. We acknowledge the original inhabitants as a first and critical step toward learning and working with Indigenous communities to secure meaningful partnership and inclusion in the stewardship and protection of their cultural resources and sacred homeland.
We begin our service by lighting our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. The flaming chalice was first used during World War II by the Unitarian Service Committee as a symbol of life-saving refuge for people fleeing persecution in Europe. Now, before the pandemic, it was our tradition at our all-church services to sing Happy Birthday song to congregants with birthdays in that month. But it's been 3 long years since we've done that. So this morning, we will sing a happy birthday song for all of us. And we'll sing it 3 times. Just kidding, just kidding.
Blow out the candles, one light stays and glow. It's the love light in your eyes where'er you go.
Okay, there we go. Good morning. All right. Kathleen and I are of our embodied affirmation. Are you ready? We are Unitarian Universalists, people of open minds, loving hearts, and helping hands. Thank you. Our call to worship today is The Charge of the Goddess, written by Doreen Valiente and adapted by Starhawk. I, who am the beauty of the green earth, and the white moon among the stars, and the mysteries of the waters, I call upon your soul to arise and come unto me. For I am the soul of nature that gives life to the universe. From me all things proceed, and unto me all must return. Let my worship be in the heart that rejoices, for behold, all acts of love and pleasure are my rituals. Let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within you. And you who seek to know me, know that the seeking and yearning will avail you not, unless you know the mystery. For if that which you seek you find not within yourself, you will never find it without. For behold, I have been with you from the beginning, and I am that which is attained at the end of desire. Seated or standing, you are invited to join in singing.
the season's laughter, in the summer's warmth be near. When the winter follows after, teach our spirits not to fear. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning year. Mother, Mother of the generations, in whose love all life is worth, everlasting celebrations bring our river faith to birth. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning earth. Goddess of all time's progression, stand with us when we engage, hands and hearts to end oppression, writing history's fairer page. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning age. Please be seated.
Whenever we gather, there'll be those among us who are joyful with happy news, as well as those who are grieving or in distress. Our challenge at any gathering is how to honor the joys and sorrows together. At this time, we invite anyone with a joy or sorrow here in the chapel to come forward and light a candle at the altar. Parents, please assist your children if they want to light a candle. And our congregants online are welcome to share their joys and sorrows with each other in the chat room box, and also to light your own candle of joy or sorrow at home.
So you're invited to sing with me as you come forward. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. Last time, peace like a river. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. It's me.
Oh, okay.
So, as you heard in our welcome words, today is our annual worship service honoring the Neo-Pagan and Celtic holiday of Imbolc, traditionally celebrated on or around February 1st at this midpoint between winter solstice and spring equinox. This is a celebration of the earliest signs of spring, when little bits of green might start to show through the snow, all of the snow. The word Imbolc comes from a Gaelic word for milking, referring to the ewe's milk that indicates the coming birth of the lambs. In a time of long, hard winter or a heavy rainy season, it's important to celebrate even the smallest signs that this season too will come to an end. This holiday is strongly associated with the goddess Brigid, also sometimes pronounced breed and bride. The goddess Brigid, the greatest of the Celtic divinities, is the goddess of poetry, healing, wisdom, perfection, and the warmth of the fireside and the forge. She is also worshipped in the Catholic Christian tradition as Saint Brigid, whose feast day is February 1st. Saint Brigid is one of Ireland's patron saints. So now we'll hear some of the legends about her. Children or anyone who would like to sit on the floor to listen and watch the images are welcome to come up. The Legends of Brigid, compiled by the Reverend Elizabeth Bucke. Once upon a time, there was a holy and powerful woman named Brigid. Maybe she was a woman, maybe a saint, maybe she was a goddess. The mists of time and legend mean there are many different stories about her and who she was and is. She lives in between. They say she was born in the doorway of a barn at dawn on February 1st. So she was born in between, indoors and outdoors, winter and spring, night and day. They say that when she was born, a light like a flame appeared out of her head and stretched all the way to the sky. They say that she loves milk and butter. When she was a baby and couldn't eat, a white cow with red ears appeared to feed her with milk. And that when she was a girl, she gave away all her mother's supply of butter to the poor. Then, when she prayed, even more butter appeared, enough to replace all that she had given away. They say that she gave away precious things to poor people so they could buy food to feed their families. They say she wanted to start a community dedicated to praying and to good work. She came to the king and said, "Give me this land to build the community." It was a good place on a hill, near a lake for water, near a forest with wood for fires to keep warm. A good place to grow food, a place with blueberries to eat and make into jam. The king said, "No, this is my land." So she and her sisters prayed for the king to change his mind. She asked again and said, "Give me as much land as my cloak will cover." Now, can you do much with the amount of land one person's coat can cover up? No, you can't. So the king laughed at her and said, "Certainly, I will grant you this." But Bridget's 4 sisters took her cloak and stretched it out. One of them walked east, one of them walked south, one of them walked west, one of them walked north. And the cloak grew and spread and covered the whole land, everywhere they could see, the whole place she wanted to build her community. And the king realized she was holy and blessed, and gave her not just the land, but other gifts. And so they say that we gather under Bridget's cloak or mantle of healing and wonder. They say that Bridget's place had a holy flame that had burned from the beginning of time, and that Bridget would bless candles and hearths and forges. That if she didn't have anywhere to hang her cloak, she would hang it on a sunbeam. They say that Bridget's place had a holy well, and washing in the water or drinking it would heal you. They say she brought life. If she leaned on something wooden, the dead wood would begin to sprout. They say that she could turn water into beer, and that cows who ran dry would give lots of milk if she touched them, so that no one was ever hungry. They say that this is Bridget's time of year. Now, halfway in between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, that now is a time to bless the candles and celebrate with milk and butter and blueberry jam, to tend the flame, to drink healing waters, to give food to people who need it, to remember that even though the trees look dry and dead, they will sprout again. To know that even though snow covers the ground like a cloak, the seeds are stirring and are alive, waiting for the spring. In Neo-Pagan traditions, the goddess is known as the triple goddess, and she appears to us as Maiden, Mother, and Crone. She is with us in all her faces this morning because she is always with us. As the Maiden, she is young and lighthearted. She is associated with laughter and music, the freshness of new beginnings, the innocence of youth. She corresponds with the waxing moon, with the dawn of a new day, and the first harvest of the year in August. As the mother or magician, she is an adult in the fullness of her powers to create and transform. We are her children. She is associated with agriculture and fertility. She corresponds with the full moon, with daytime, and the celebration of the second harvest in September. As the Crone, she is an elder, wise and powerful. She is associated with wisdom, magic, and mystery. She corresponds with the waning moon, with sunset, and with the celebration of the third and final harvest in October. It is one of life's great mysteries that the goddess in all her aspects lives in each of us at all times. I am the maiden. I am the mother. I am the crone. Each of you here, male, female, and more, has in you the laughing and joyful maiden, the creative and nurturing mother, the wise and powerful crone. The goddess in all her aspects has blessings for us this morning. They will speak their blessings so that all may hear, and then each of us here is invited forward to receive a symbol of blessing from them. When the time comes, in just a moment, I ask you to line up. We need to be a little orderly, which isn't our thing, right? That's okay. We're going to work on it together because you want to receive blessings from each aspects of the goddess. So when the time comes, in just a moment, so I'm going to ask you to line up to approach the maiden first, then the mother, then the crone, and then return to your seats. So you'll receive 3 sticky emblems of your blessing for hands, forearms, and if you're comfortable, and you can let them know if you'd like something on your forehead or above your mask. So behold, we are visited by the maiden, the mother, and the crone, and their words are a blessing to us.
I am the maiden, the goddess Brigid. I bring you blessings of laughter and music. May your heart be lightened, may your burdens lift, may you find joy in all that you do.
I am the mother, the goddess Brigid. I bring you blessings of friendship and love. May your heart be full of the gifts you have for the world. May you find the place to offer your gifts.
I am the crone, the goddess Brigid. I bring you blessings of wisdom and magic. May your heart know the peace that comes from accepting yourself. May you stay curious to life's unfolding mysteries. Now you are invited forward.
Air, air, come to me. Let your wisdom set me free. Fire, fire, come to me. Let your passion awaken me. Water, water, come to me. Let your motion open me. Earth, earth, come to me. Let your strength center me. Spirit, spirit, come to me. Let the goddess dwell in me. Air, air, come to me. Let your wisdom set me free. Fire, fire, come to me. Let your passion awaken me. Water, water, come to me. Let your motion open me. Earth, earth, come to me. Let your strength center me. Spirit, spirit, come to me. Let the goddess dwell in me. Air, air, come to me. Let your wisdom set me free. Fire, fire, come to me. Let your passion awaken me. Water, water, come to me. Let your motion open me. Earth, earth, come to me. Let your strength center me. Spirit, spirit, come to me. Let the goddess dwell in me. Once more. Air, air, come to me. Let your wisdom set me free. Fire, fire, come to me. Let your passion awaken me. Water, water, come to me. Let your motion open me. Earth, earth, come to me. Let your strength center me. Spirit, spirit, come to me. Let the goddess dwell in me. May it be so.
The Sunday morning offering is an expression of generosity that makes our congregational life possible. As Buddhist teacher Sharon Salzberg writes, generosity is characterized by the inner quality of letting go, relinquishing, being able to let go, to give up, to give generously. These capacities spring from the same source within us. When we practice generosity, we are open to all these liberating qualities at the same time. Please text your donation to Chalice. And if you haven't texted a donation before, know that once you text the amount, you'll get a reply with a link to follow to enter your credit card information. And if you've already entered that information previously when you've donated, you won't need to enter it again. If your Sunday donation is meant to be part of your pledge payment, please be sure to indicate pledge after the dollar amount. The phone number for text donations will be on the screen in a moment. But if you prefer to make an in-person donation of cash or check, there are envelopes and a donation box to the left of the doors, the double doors, and you can leave those donations after the service. Please give generously. Please join in dedicating our offering with words of affirmation. We give to the work of Chalice Congregation. Our work weaves the fabric of love called community. To this end, we dedicate ourselves and this our offering.
To have a memento of the service and to be able to see those words. There's nothing like, we're not having a sing-along right now or anything like that. Thanks.
Something told the wild geese it was time to go. Though the fields lay golden, something whispered snow. Leaves were green as the leaves were green as the berries luster glow, berries luster glow. But beneath warm feathers, something ancient winter's on the wing. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Come again next spring. All the sandy orchards, steep with any stars, but each moment stiffer, stiffer. Remember eyes, something told the wild geese, it was time to fly, summer in their memories, winter in their pride. So fly, bird, fly, winter's on the wing. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Come again next spring. Something told the wild geese it was time to go. Something whispered snow.
We don't have snow outside, The growing things are not fully asleep here where we live. But Imbolc is still a reminder to us that it is part of the natural cycle of life for seeds to be planted and new growth to occur. What seeds are in you, germinating in you, waiting to be brought to life? What is something new that you might like to make room for in the garden of your life? Let this morning be an invitation to consider what seeds are alive in you and which of them you would like to tend to bring to life in the next season of growing. May it be so. Blessed be. You're invited again to rise in body or spirit to join in singing.
Are written by Susan Carlson. We are blessed by our connections to one another and to the spirit of life. Feel the joy of the breath in your lungs and the fire in your heart. Live to love and be a blessing on this earth. Love and blessings to each of you. Blessed be. And you're invited to close our time together by singing The Well. And then please return to your seat for an announcement.
We drink from the well together, cool, cool water that quenches my thirst, a thirst for justice, a thirst for joy, a thirst for a love that we're all a part of. We drink from the well. We drink from the well together. Hand in hand we are standing as one, standing for justice, standing for joy, stand for a love that we're all a part of. We drink from the well. Open the doors to the world outside, spirits renewed from within. Look for the dream in each other's eyes, a spark where a new world begins. As we drink from the well together, heart to heart we are dancing as one, dancing for justice, dancing for joy, dance for a love that we're all a part of. We drink from the well, stand hand in hand. We drink from the well, stand hand in hand. We drink from the well, dancing for joy. I feel my heart swell. We drink from the well.
Mama's got a couple of announcements.
That was a great service. I really liked it. Yeah. I wanted to let you know I'm taking my mask off because I also passed a Vinex COVID test this morning. I mentioned Vinex because I don't know if you know this, but thanks to the research of our friend Susan Spoda, we found out that that's the most reliable rapid test out there, so that's what we use here. Anyway, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve as your Director of Family Ministries. Again. I really look forward to building the program. Here's the thing, millennials. Those are people from about age 26 to about age 42, and they comprise 22% of the population of the United States. They comprise 3% of the population of Chalice. And these are people that are most likely to have children and youth in our program. We want more millennials. But the thing is, millennials are tired. They all work full-time, whether in or outside the home, plus all the kids' stuff. And I know that our parents are going to step up and help in the classroom. But I need more people. Here's my goal. For every parent that serves in our program, I would like to have 2 people who are not parents of young children to also help out. So there's a few things. We do need to know you for at least 6 months. You need to have a background check. And at some point in the near future, training as a mandated reporter. This is a new law that we're trying to figure out how to do. I have at least one task for someone that is not in the classroom. I need someone to help me with a weekly book for our preschool program. Sorry. Which camera am I on? Okay. I need you too, people at home in your pajamas. So together, I know we can build our Family Ministries program. I can't do it alone. I really need your help. So I'm going to be walking around with a clipboard with optimistically 2 pieces of paper. And I'd love to be approached. I may approach you too. Thank you. Woo!
Hi, it's me again. This is your weekly Sunday auction announcement. Laura is going...
All right, Chalice. It's time to get serious about our auction.
So right after you sign the sheet that Kathleen has, then you can think about the auction. Have you been wondering what you can do now to help make the auction a huge success? Well, then you're in luck because I'm going to tell you. First, you can register for the auction, or If you registered in a previous year, update your personal information if there are any changes. You can do this at the auction website at charityauction.bid/chaliceu. Once you're registered, you'll be able to participate in the auction. Bidding is already open for the Agua Caliente camping trip. You can bid on the camping trip at the auction website at charityauction.bid/chaliceu. There's a dinner for two opportunity drawing, which is also open. You can find out more details on this drawing and purchase entries at the auction website at charityauction.bid/chaliceu. Most importantly, we need your donations. You can upload your donation description along with any photos you want to include. Guess where? At the auction website at charityauction.bid/chaliceu. If you would rather donate money directly rather than donating items or events, monetary donations can also be made at the auction website at charityauction.bid/chaliceu. Last week, Debbie talked with you about donating parties, concerts, and in-person events, some of which will only be available at the live auction on March 11th. Today, I'd like to tell you about other auction donation categories for the online auction. Categories for the online auction include food and drink. Think homemade specialty items such as cakes, breads, jellies, or maybe from a favorite bakery or a winery. Services. You can donate your time for assistance of any kind, such as a ride to the airport, or donate your special skill, say fixing clocks or digitizing photos or slides. Arts and crafts. Handcrafted items such as pottery, paintings, quilts, or other artistic creations. Jewelry, you can donate something lovely that you no longer wear or that you created yourself. Gift baskets, create a gift basket with a theme such as game night, relaxation, or wine and cheese. Treasures, items not included in the above categories such as your rare collection of disco music. Remember, you can upload your donation descriptions now through March 3rd at the auction website at charityauction.bid/chaliceu. Bidding for the auction will begin on March 5th at the auction website, charityauction.bid/chaliceu. Please contact the auction team if you have any questions. That link is not there. It's not. At chaliceauction@gmail.com. Thank you.
Now, for those watching online, social hour will begin in a few minutes, actually more like seconds, and right on the same Zoom link. Our in-person congregants are invited to enjoy the social hour on our courtyard, where masks are optional. Or, in the spirit of caring, you could take your refreshments into the Blue Room and have a visit with some of our online congregants. Now, some have been unable to attend Chalice for a long time, and I'm sure they would enjoy your fellowship. Coffee and refreshments are waiting for you on the far side of the courtyard, so get to it.